Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I know a lot of you guys probably won't know who I am, but I've been in the daily fantasy sports streets for a while. I've been a full-time daily fantasy sports player for about a year now. It's been really, really great. Have built an incredible community. A lot of you guys in the Prize Pick streets won't know who I am, but yeah, little introduction here. Full-time DFS for about a year now. Been incredibly or been successful. Have been playing for a long time. I'm just now getting into the prop market. Even though I can't play on Prize Picks because I'm in Pennsylvania, I am considering moving to be able to play on it. I'm more into I personally play on books and No House Advantage, but the demand right now is Prize Picks, so I'm going to be helping you guys out with a Prize Picks video. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Hopefully the picks do hit. And yeah, I'm going to give you an in-depth reason on why I like each pick. I see people not explaining their reasoning on why they like each pick all the time. People just say, oh, this guy's hot, so it's going to hit. This guy sucks, so it's going to hit. Or people saying he's hit the last 4 out of 4 times, the last 5, or whatever it is. It means absolutely nothing. If you are tailing picks from someone, please, and I cannot suggest this enough, please at least hear their reasoning on why they like each pick. It's very, very important. I suggest you do that. So that's a little introduction to who I am. A lot of you guys have been asking me for me to make these videos, so I'm going to make these videos. If you do play daily fantasy sports, though, I do have a Discord down below, where I make content for NBA, CS:GO, Call of Duty, NBA Summer League, NFL preseason, NBA preseason, NFL, NBA regular season. We have people playing MLB, PGA, NASCAR, pretty much every sport you can think of. We have people doing. So Discord link will be down below. If you play daily fantasy sports, I mainly focus on that for content in my Discord. But I also do get props in Discord as well, but that's not my main focus. So that will be down below. And yeah, let's get into the picks. So the first pick is going to be, and I believe if people do their research, which I would hope people giving out picks have done their research, is going to be a pretty popular prop, and that is going to be Gabe Vincent over 13.5 points. And I will explain my reasoning on why I think this is a very good prop. So first off, juice heavily on the over, right? You can see on most books, over minus 125 on most. Even DraftKings has minus 135. So first off, juice heavily on the over. Let's take a look at the Miami rotation last game. So Gabe Vincent's always going to close. He's going to close 9 times out of 10 times. Max Strus, Duncan, they're going to go with the hot hand there. Caleb Martin is on the bench because they need size, right? Aaron Gordon, MPJ, they were just absolutely bullying them, so that's why Caleb Martin's on the bench. And he was sick with an illness. I'm not sure what if he's still sick, but assuming Caleb Martin stays on the bench, even if he starts, which I don't think he will, they have to start Kevin Love, in my opinion, with the lack of size going against Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., and stuff like that. Gabe Vincent, with Caleb Martin on the bench, he's going to have more usage, going to have more shot attempts. I expect 10 plus shot attempts from Gabe Vincent. He's going to close most of the time, probably play low to mid 30s minutes. He's been shooting the ball very, very, very well. I expect him to take 12 plus shots a game. So the usage, the volume, the minutes, everything is going to be there. He's basically been their second best player in this series. So Gabe Vincent over 13.5 points. I think it's just too low. I think it's a very, very sharp pick, and I assume a lot of people will be on that if they have done their research. So the next one is going to be Bam Adebayo fantasy score. And unfortunately, odds, I don't believe Odd Shopper has fantasy score odds because it's impossible. No books do fantasy score, I don't think. So yeah, there's nothing there. So Bam Adebayo fantasy score, why I think it's too low. Obviously, it's going to be on the over. So he's playing 40 plus minutes a game, right? He's been shooting the ball much, much more in the series, and it's much, much better matchup. I think projections, and I talk about this a lot in my Discord and in my fantasy videos, that I think people and projections for these sites are still kind of tucked into last series when Boston was such a worse matchup for Bam Adebayo. It was just a horrid, absolutely horrid matchup for Bam. I know Denver's obviously not the best matchup, but it's a much better matchup, right? And he's going to play all the minutes he can handle, as long as he can stay out of foul trouble. I am projecting Bam right now for probably like 43, 44 fantasy points. So, plus you get the +3 for blocks, etc. He's a good defender, solid rebounder. So I am projecting Bam for like 42, 43 fantasy points right now. Which, what does Prize Picks have him at? 38, which means obviously I'm taking the over, right? So Bam, the minutes, the matchup, I think sites are still under projecting him in my opinion. So I think Bam over fantasy score is also very, very good. The last one is going to be Michael Porter Jr. over fantasy score, and you have to throw last game out of the window. You had Christian Braun playing very, very well. You had Jeff Green playing well. They closed with Bruce Brown. He barely played in the second half. It's not going to happen again. I'd be absolutely shocked if it happens again. Also, game 3. Usually rotations tend to be bigger in the beginning of a series, and then the rotations will tighten as the series goes further along. So we could even see Christian Braun only get one rotation and not even come back in the second half. I think there's a real possibility of that happening. And we could see less minutes of Bruce Brown, etc. So I think less chance of him getting benched. I think Braun could lose more minutes and not even get a second half rotation. Along with that, let's take a look. His production's been great. His rebounding's been great. I have him projected about, I believe, at, 27.5? I have him projected around 31, 32 right now. He's going to play huge minutes as long as he doesn't get benched. So I really like his fantasy score. And then I think that's going to be it. I mean, I can look if you guys want another one. So you compare 4. I don't like anyone else's fantasy score besides MPJ or Bam Adebayo. Aaron Gordon, I'm projecting him around 26. Bruce Brown, I'm projecting around 20. Gabe, I'm projecting around 24. Jamal Murray, I'm projecting kind of similar to 44. Same with Jimmy Butler. I think I have him at 49 exactly, maybe 50, 51. Jokic, 63. It's like very close. So, is there anything else I like? Let's go to points. I don't think there's anything else. Did like 2 hours of research. I guess. I think Jokic PRA is pretty good, actually. Let's go to the odds on his PRA. Where's Jokic? So 50.5. He's basically. DraftKings has him people heavily on the over. 3 picks are awful. You shouldn't be doing 3 picks. So I guess we'll add one more. So this is definitely my least favorite. So if you're gonna mix and match, this is my least favorite. So we'll do Jokic over PRA. We will do Gabe Vincent over points. We will do Michael Porter Jr. over fantasy score, and we will do Bam Adebayo over fantasy score. So those are going to be the picks for you guys. I hope this video helped you out. And if they don't hit, please don't crucify me. But yeah, Twitter will be down below. Discord will be down below. I hope you guys have a great night and you enjoy tomorrow's game.